Most people open an AI video tool, type a 5-word sentence, and expect a polished masterpiece. Instead, the algorithm spits out a chaotic, glitchy mess. When you throw a vague idea at a generative model without a plan, you get uncanny, melting movements. The visual style shifts every 3 seconds, and the story you thought you were telling dissolves before the viewer understands what they are looking at. Creators making high-quality AI videos don't have access to a secret, magical piece of software. They succeed because they treat video generation as a deliberate, block-by-block assembly process. You cannot rely on an algorithm to do the heavy lifting of storytelling for you. To get professional results, you have to impose rigid, tactile human structure onto digital chaos. Before you even open a browser tab to generate a single pixel, you have to define exactly who will watch the video, which platform it lives on, and what specific action you want the viewer to take when it ends. From there, you write a script meant specifically for the ear rather than the eye. That means using short sentences, conversational wording, and stripping out any complicated, overwritten fluff. Here is the next essential step: scene planning. You break that script apart so one narrative idea translates into one distinct visual block. Before rendering begins, you assign strict variables to each block. You determine the lighting mood, camera motion, and exact on-screen text. Generative models thrive on boundaries. By building this strict scene-by-scene blueprint, you prevent the AI from becoming confused and wandering off into producing wildly inconsistent visuals. Once your blueprint is finished, you look at what each scene actually requires and choose your generation method. Text to video for an abstract concept, image to video to control a specific character, or an avatar for corporate explainers. The amateur approach is to write a gambler's prompt, throwing 12 conflicting artistic styles into one sentence and hoping for a lucky spin. The professional approach is to write a director's prompt. This visualization illustrates the difference. A director's prompt categorizes the exact elements the model needs to render, dictating a specific subject, explicit action, camera movement, and lighting. You use exact framing terminology, like close-up or tracking shot, forcing the AI to control its virtual camera. Prompting is not poetry, and it is certainly not a magical incantation. It is a set of rigid, mechanical constraints that gives the software a strict sandbox to play within. Even with perfect visual generation, a video will feel cheap if the sound is poor. High-quality audio layers, specifically a naturally paced voiceover and properly balanced background music, are mathematically more important for creating a premium feel than flawless pixels. Once the clips and audio are generated, you enter the most crucial phase of post-production. You have to physically edit the AI out of the AI video. Raw output always contains inevitable giveaways. You will see hands that melt, backgrounds that warp, and camera motions that repeat. You must cut them out. You mask these inherent errors by aggressively micro-trimming your clips. If a generated shot lasts 5 seconds but falls apart at second 3, you cut it at 2.5. Then you insert cutaways, layer in motion graphics, and use on-screen text to cover the seams. The raw footage generated by these models is flawed by default. Professional quality is only achieved by treating those generated clips as rough, raw material that needs to be aggressively sculpted in the timeline. When you execute this block-by-block workflow, you stop producing random flashy clips. Your foundational plans, precise prompts, and aggressive edits unite into a cohesive, professional narrative. AI video tools possess incredible capability for speed and variation, but they have absolutely zero capability for pacing, restraint, or aesthetic taste. Because of that limitation, your final edited asset cannot be a single monolith that you upload everywhere. It must be broken down, resized, and tailored into different pacing structures, depending on the specific publishing platform. It is time to stop asking the software to build the video for you. You have to start managing the algorithm like a subordinate collaborator, one that requires explicit, detailed instruction every step of the way. Generative software tools will constantly shift, update, and evolve. Yet a rigorous human-led structural workflow will always be the singular factor that separates amateur output from genuine professional storytelling.